Good morning. I hope that you are able to sleep in for a little bit of time. Today I want to provide you with a video resource for our lab tomorrow. I'm not going to be releasing the lab yet. I'm simply going to be showing you how you are going to complete it. So this is the lab. I'm going to go into present mode to share with you. However, once again, you guys are going to go ahead and work within the non-presentation mode in Google Slides. So in present mode, you can see there's a lot going on. The things that I want you to be able to click on include the computers and the check marks. So we're going to start on the left-hand side where we have watch it, read it, research it, and explore it. And if you ever have done these labs before, you realize these are going to be our input. So prior to me teaching about the scientific method, we will do labs like this to provide us with the background and with the knowledge we need to get started. So you can choose any one you want except for research it. I'd rather that one be last. So we're going to click on watch it. You're going to click on the YouTube. When you click on the YouTube, it will link you into the video exactly as is, and I'm going to mute it, but you're going to watch the video on the scientific method. Always stopping as needed. But as we talked about yesterday, a good reader reads the questions prior to reading the text or even watching a video. So what we want to do is we want to answer the questions, what is the scientific method? According to the video, what are 6 steps in the scientific method? And explain the scientific method, explain why the scientific method may not follow the exact same steps each time in the process. So I am going to watch this video first for the purpose of understanding the answer to the question, what is the scientific method? When we do that, I'm going to escape out of this. We're going to type that answer right in our workspace in Google Slides. So you're going to go ahead and type in Google Slides your exact information. When you are finished, you're going to take this little watch it and you're going to drag the question mark, the check mark, over to the check mark. So you can say, I'm done with that. And you know that this one is finished. And you're going to move on to the next one. Now you don't have to go into present mode every time. You're welcome to stay in work mode. If you do, you're going to click on the computer screen and you're going to click slide. So it'll show you the slide. And this is a really great strategy for you to be able to work through. This is the read it portion. Again, where are our questions? What do we need to do? You have a 2-step to this read it. First step is actually defining the vocabulary words, and those are within the text. I'm going to go ahead into part 2, which is the next slide, and there are a few more. So our vocabulary words today are scientific method, control variable, experiment. When we go to the next one, it's independent variable and dependent variable. And again, you guys are not doing this assignment today, so please do not be overwhelmed. We are simply going through the process so that when we get into class tomorrow, we can get started and you don't have to hear my instruction. We're flipping the way we're going to do things in science for tomorrow. When you get to the next portion, which is the read it, there are 3 questions in which you're going to answer. So when I am reading, aside from all the vocabulary that I need to understand, I need to understand the question, which is not a type of variable in an experiment? Independent, causation, dependent, or controlled. If you read the text and you do not see one of these words within it, that is the answer to this question. So going through and really identifying the correct answer and typing it right in. Remember, in Google, it will always default to saving. So you're not going to be losing anything. I've made a copy, so you should not have to make a copy for yourself. You will see that copy starting tomorrow. Okay, so excuse me, I should go back to the lab room. And then I have read it. I'm going to take my question mark over here, and I'm going to put the check mark right there. And now I have checked off 2 of the 4 things. Ladies and gentlemen, on Thursday, it's my hope that we only get through, if we get through, the input. We will do the other next week, and it is not going to be homework. So I'm going to drag these back over here so they're ready for you. So this is a cool way of getting the information and the understanding prior to the lecture. And it's very independent. It's very on you. So it's a good way of doing things. You also have the research it and explore it piece. With the research it and the explore it piece, I would do, again, research it very last and explore it maybe third or even second, but do research it last. So when you research it, you're actually coming into research with an understanding of what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Explore It, go right to slide 6, and there it is. And you're going to do exactly as it states. Make some observation about the 3 pictures of the bananas at the bottom of the slide. What questions do you have about the bananas? Now that you have defined the problem, let's see what some predictions can be. Using an if-then statement, write out a hypothesis about what you think. So number 1 corresponds with number 1 over here. Make some observations. Obviously 1 is green, 1 is yellow, and 1 is brown. Certainly can say color is my observation. Another observation is the number of bananas that you see. So then you will ask questions. Why are the bananas different colors? Is the number of bananas important in understanding why they changed colors? Anything whatsoever can be utilized for Explore It for questions. And then you're going to go to part 2, which again, I can go over here and I can go straight to the slide. I'm sorry, it's not visible, but here's the part 2. You have 1 more question over here regarding variables. When you guys are done with that one, you're going to then go back to your classroom, click and drag your Explore It over to say, oops, I'm finished, and then you're going to go to slide Research. When you're at Research It, you guys are looking at this information. It says go to Bioman, Inky the Squid, and the Scientific Method. You will go through the 4 levels of the game and select Baby Squid's Ultimate Lives mode. Oh, I'm sorry, Unlimited. Whoops. Live. You see what I'm saying. In experimental design, what are the 2 groups? What is data? What is one thing you should include in your conclusion? And then after you finish the game, write your final score. So there's no snapshot. You don't have to take a screenshot of anything. It's just simply answering the questions that are within here based on Inky the Squid and the Scientific Method. Okay? So when we get back over here and we're finished with this portion, which is input, we'll move into this portion, which is your output. And in your output, you're going to be writing, illustrating, organizing, and assessing. And that means that we understand exactly what the scientific method has to offer. And from there, we'll be doing experiments together and identifying and understanding and reviewing. Ladies and gentlemen, this should be a strong review for 8th grade and somewhat of a review for 7th grade. And from here, we branch off into different curricula. If you are a person who, after we're all done, all finished, you're like, yeah, I worked through this pretty quickly. I'd like some more information, please. Back here is to Challenge It. And in Challenge It, you have some things that you can do that are just a little bit more advanced, or take it into a creative way, like a comic strip, a crossword, interview, and flashcards. So you can kind of bridge that to however you choose and whatever you choose to do. I think this method is going to be fun. I know that it's proven to be an outstanding method of lab, especially virtually. So I'm excited to start this with you. Again, you are going to be clicking on the screens, and then you're going to be doing the assignments as needed. But you don't have to do those today. I just wanted you to quickly watch this video so that when we pop into school tomorrow, we know what we're doing. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope that you're accomplished today. I hope that you set your to-do list into what needs to be finished per class. And I will talk to you tomorrow, or I will talk to you today during our Google Meet if you have any questions. 7th grade is from 9 to 9:45, and 8th grade is from 10 to 10:45. Have a great day.